Welcome back to Show Me St. Louis. Brown and Crouppen keeps us informed on all sorts of topics.
And this week, Ed Herman from Brown and Crouppen is helping us better understand employment discrimination.
Ed Herman, so happy to have you back on Show Me St. Louis.
Thanks for having me back. It's been a while. Andy's been mostly covering it.
Well, we have a serious topic today. First of all, can you define employment discrimination?
You know, a lot of people look at it a little too narrowly, and they think it's maybe, you didn't get an opportunity because of some area that you're in a protected class. It goes a little bit beyond that. First, let me just talk about what a protected class is. There are certain areas where we allow discrimination. If they want to discriminate you again because of your appearance, because you don't look good in the costume, because you're not tall enough, and they can do that. But what they can't do is they cannot discriminate an employer based on race or color, on religion, gender or sexual orientation, which is relatively new to this, age, because you're older, your nationality, or because you have a disability. That means that it can't be the reason why they don't hire you. It can't be the reason why they don't promote you. It can't be the reason why they cut your hours down. And it can't be the reason why they create a hostile work environment. So any of those things would fall under a discriminatory practice.
What does adverse employment action actually look like?
Well, that's the thing. It can be a lot of things. It can be you're the one that's always asked to work late and none of the other people are. And it's because, you think, or you can prove that it's because of your gender. They know the women aren't going to say no, they think the men will, or because of your race. It could be that your hours are getting cut because there's not enough work to go around, and somehow the only people getting cut are the women. And sometimes, people will go on antiquated things. It doesn't have to be motivated by hate. There are situations where a company says, well, we're going to lay off people. We're going to lay off people that have been here a long time because they're making the most money, and we're going to replace them with younger workers. Well, that's a version of age discrimination. You can't just get rid of a whole group of people simply because they're older, even if the reason you did it may have been to save money for the business. It doesn't have to be born out of animosity. It just has to be because of that reason.
So what should people do if they find themselves in this situation?
Well, it takes courage. Nobody wants to lose their job. Nobody wants to be viewed as a complainer. But if you do think you've been a victim of it, you really do need to report it in the first 60 days, because otherwise you're going to really limit your rights. And you should keep a journal of what's going on with as many details as you can, and anybody that might have witnessed anything, and make the report within 60 days. And then you could file a claim with the EEOC, which you can do online. A lot of times the EEOC won't find any evidence directly, but they'll give you what's called a right to sue letter. And that allows you, if you want to bring a case against your employer, it allows you to hire a lawyer. Now, we don't handle this kind of case at Brown and Crouppen, but we are connected with a lot of firms that are experts at this. And if somebody were to call us, we would certainly put you in touch with them.
And how important is it to hire an attorney in this situation?
Well, I'll be honest, I would say very important. Important to the point that even if I was the victim of it, even as an attorney, since it's not my area of practice, I would turn to an attorney, because this isn't the kind of stuff that's common sense. This is the stuff that's really born out of specific statutes and a lot of deadlines, a lot of time frames. And if you don't really have a person that knows that, the chances of screwing up your claim are just about 100%.
Well, Ed, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, anytime.
If you need legal advice, give the experts at Brown and Crouppen a call at 314-222-2222 and check out BCTV on YouTube.